You reach the end of the day and your brain just feels completely drained. You are mentally exhausted, yet you know you haven't made any real progress on the things that actually matter. It's easy to blame this stagnation on a lack of talent, money, or the right opportunities. The actual problem is that your mind has become scattered. You start one task, jump to another, check your phone, and get lost in a loop of distractions until the day is gone. This usually starts the moment you wake up. By checking notifications and news immediately, you surrender your brain to a flood of random content and social comparisons before you've even gotten out of bed. Your energy follows whatever holds your attention. Wherever that energy settles, that is where your life grows. Because your attention is pulled in a dozen different directions at once, your mental energy is constantly bleeding out. You are left with nothing to fuel your actual goals. If you do not control where your attention goes, you are not living intentionally. You are simply reacting to whatever happens to be in front of you. This state of distraction is the result of an environment engineered to capture your gaze. Every app and notification is designed to pull you away from what you are doing. In the attention economy, your focus is a finite resource companies compete to extract for profit. This isn't a matter of being lazy. The inability to stay on one task is a physical symptom of a brain that is constantly overloaded with information. To manage this overload, we try to multitask. We treat it like a productivity hack, but it is actually a panicked response to having too many inputs. Every time you switch tasks, your mental energy takes a steep drop, degrading your processing power. Repeating this cycle trains your neural pathways to expect distraction. Your brain eventually craves new input every few minutes, making it impossible to sit still. Multitasking weakens the architecture of your brain. It keeps you on the surface of your thoughts, preventing you from doing deep, meaningful work. Fixing this requires you to change your environment first. You cannot think your way out of a distracted room. You have to physically remove the noise and the devices that trigger your impulses. Focus is a muscle. It grows stronger through daily, intentional practice, and it withers when it isn't used. The most effective way to rebuild this muscle is to sit in absolute silence. You have to let your brain endure boredom without reaching for a phone or a distraction. This training also depends on your physical state. If sleep-deprived and exhausted, your brain naturally hunts for easy dopamine hits to stay awake. Focus relies on a filter of exclusion. You protect a meaningful objective by ruthlessly cutting out the trivialities that try to crowd it out. When you fiercely defend your mind against unnecessary inputs, the mental noise starts to fade. You gain the clarity needed to see what actually matters. Reclaiming your attention changes how you experience human relationships and your own sense of personal presence. In a society where everyone is mentally somewhere else, giving someone your undivided attention creates a deep, immediate connection. Sunlight scattered across a wide surface provides gentle, diffuse warmth. It's visible but has no power to change the surface. But when that same light is concentrated into a single point through a lens, it generates enough heat to start a fire. Your mind works the same way. A scattered mind produces weak results, but a concentrated mind creates a massive impact. When you live intentionally, your perspective shifts. You observe a distraction as it arises and simply choose not to act on it. In an era of infinite distraction, reclaiming your focus is the only way to stop merely reacting to the world's noise and start setting your own direction.